Hello guys, welcome back to FACEIT TV. Cloud9 and Elevate about to face themselves off. Face off? They're about to battle. They're about to come together and fight in the arena of Counter-Strikes. Global Offensive.
Yeah, it is Nuke. We are imminently going into the knife round. So, there's that. Not much else to say at this point. We'll see who's going to win what.
My interests are getting better, I think.
Your English is on the verge of destruction.
Okay, so the ever-important knife round is about to begin. And already we're seeing knifing.
Play-by-play the knife round.
I'm not playing the knife round.
Sounds like you were.
Not really. We're seeing knifing. Knife. I like a good knife fight. I'm from Australia. That's really good. No? You don't like that?
So it's about 50-50 between these two teams.
I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Oh, I got knifed, Jess. Got knifed.
Stop. So Hiko is standing in for Elevate. And I think, I do wonder if that has made a difference. Ooh.
Oh, you got a miss! He got a miss! Hiko, don't miss. Hiko, kill. Kills all of them. And he will make it so that they can start off on the CT side. That is very nice for them.
Yeah, that's an excellent start. Cloud9 though, one of the stronger...
Wait. Never mind, sorry, continue, James.
One of the stronger teams on Nuke from what we've seen in the past.
He's named his PT-1000 Get Right Slayer. And it has over 4,000 kills on it, James.
I don't know what to make of that.
I don't really understand either what the story is behind that. Get Right Slayer. I don't understand. Anyway, it's pistol time.
Hiko thinks I hate him for some reason.
I know.
I don't hate Hiko. That's the end of that, really.
Can you prove it?
There's no elaboration to be had.
Right, so fast push through door. And already Desi is raining down the bullets. 5-7 very, very potent. And it's also going to be Hiko bringing in a nice little... Okay, well, the triple was stolen, but good defense there. That was very vanilla. Straight through the door.
Did you see that diffuse on Reddit where someone was sitting on the light of the door? Then they walked onto a T who walked through Squeaky, which was blown off.
Yeah.
And then killed him with a flashbang. The flashbang exploded and killed him while he was defusing because they both had 1 HP. Amazing. Not sure if it was real or not. Yeah, it was completely absurd. It was like massively absurd.
That's
I struggle to believe it's real.
That's not real. I'm telling you now, it's not real. Okay, so we're not going to see any SMGs here, perhaps due to some of the longer ranges, but you can keep the ranges close to the CTs. So surprised to see the lack of SMGs. Only an imp, but not the more potent ones.
Yeah, well, you could keep the ranges close, but I'm sure they're not going to want to, especially against these Tech-9s and other pistols. They could push. Are they going to push into main? I'm not sure. There was somebody holding an angle in hut, maybe for a potential flank, but Rush is going to get ShahZaM through the smoke. That's going to be secret in control. But they still have control of lobby as well, so CTs cannot push just yet. Going to be asking lots of questions. But will they find any answers?
Gares rocking. Gares rocking the Tech-9 there in the hut. The most absurd thing I've seen from Tech-9 is Get Right's drop Tech-9 from this map. Yeah, just dropping and just like aiming on a guy's head, and CT spawn and hits him.
Yeah, that told me that we still have a long ways to go in this game.
That just really tells you a lot about Tech-9. Okay, so they've actually managed to get into some positions here of these Ts without losing more than one man. And ShahZaM is down, and we do have ourselves Desi with that imp in a very good position behind the smoke, and Hiko's also laying in the bullets as the bomb is down, and this scramble around the A-bomb site. It's just Sean Gares left, and he's going to go down. So 2 men down, Rocket and Hiko. It's going to be a little bit of economic damage, but only slight. Something that's very acceptable for Elevate. And it's really nice that they're going to have this kind of a start where they get that pistol round, they get their economy going, don't have to worry about giving free rounds to the Ts, because as we all know, that is pretty huge, very important to get those free rounds.
We're seeing a few players here for some North American teams just go Just go here, go there. And I do wonder if Hiko will end up on one of these teams, at least in a temporary fashion. These seem to be losing players, but fairly standard cleanup so far as we head quickly towards the bye round for both teams. Pause coming in for Elevate. Hiko did say pause in the beginning of the first round, previous round, sorry. Not sure if that meant pause or if he was just typing pause. Anyway, we're going to see the bye round coming out for Cloud9. You can see SEMPHIS already going for the AK there. So what are you expecting from Cloud9 here on the T side?
Do we pick desi? I'm going to ignore your question for now.
We went...
We took Cloud9 players. We took Gares and nothing, didn't we?
Did we take 2?
I believe we did. Believe we took Gares and nothing.
I cannot remember.
And
but how are you feeling about this now they're starting on the T side?
I think we took Gares, we took nothing, we took 2 liquid players, which was Daps, who wasn't even in the game, and Leash. So we got kind of bummed on that one. All right, so and then the last player we took, I think was Peter. I think it was.
It was, yes.
And Peter didn't get many frags either. But I think we're still destroying Producer Reese.
Told you, man. We needed Cloud9 players and Team Liquid players.
Actually, you know what? Producer Reese was 4-1 up today. But right now, after me and Jackie picked our team, we're now 4-2. We're closing in, James. If we take it here today, we might actually beat Producer Reese in our Vulcan.com battles.
We could, but Cloud9 starting on a T side has to be a bit worrying because it is Nuke.
It is indeed. And to go back to your question about Cloud9 and what they're going to be able to do on this side, we already know that one of the kind of styles they like to play is putting ShahZaM outside a lot for these duels. Like, you know, they want to use ShahZaM's AWPing outside. You can do a lot of AWPing picks into ramp and into, you know, through Squeaky. There are some angles to be found after the pre-nades go away, but and there's some good timings as well you can use earlier in the round on the door, on the Squeaky door, especially if you blow it up and stuff. But generally speaking, I would expect a lot of outside play from Cloud9, and it really depends on how much Elevate want to give away outside. I would actually say for them, considering that ShahZaM is probably going to be better on those AWP duels than any AWPer that you know they're going to be fielding outside, because you know they're missing XP3. I think that's why Hiko's here again, because XP3 was gone, and so. You know, I don't know how comfortable they're going to be with trying to face off against this AWP. So I think they're going to give outside away quite often. We did see last time Hiko was playing this map and they were able to beat Liquid, that Hiko was actually trying to AWP a little bit outside and kind of play around that position. I'm not sure in this one if he's going to do that against ShahZaM. Now, so yeah, I mean, if they play super defensive style, it's really hard to call it and hard to predict. But it's going to be, I think, a really interesting match. I'm actually really looking forward to this and seeing how it develops on the bye rounds.
I'm expecting lopsidedness from one of these sides. Well, I'm expecting Elevate to win now because they started on the CT side, basically, and they've been a solid team as of late. We will see if that comes true or not. I think Rush has lost. His internet's just imploded, so he may be delayed for a little while. Possibly time to head for a break. Actually, what we could do is a very quick raffle to open some boxes at the end of this map.
I still disagree with you, though. I actually think that the fact that Hiko's standing in actually hurts them here, because they don't have the proper... They want an AWPer in that role, probably. So, I don't know, James. I don't know.
We could spin the wheel, Dan, but screw that. Let's just go to break.
Why not? I want to spin the wheel.
No. Where is the wheel?
I want to spin the wheel right now.
Okay, we can spin the wheel.
Yes. He gives it so easily.
Spin the wheel. I'm not in a wheel spinning mood today.
I think that says esports. Wait, let me double check. Okay, you're double checking.
It says esports, yeah.
Esports.
Okay, so we'll go have a quick break and then resume the match. As soon as all the players are back on the server, in the meantime, raffle, and we'll do a case opening following this match.
Feel so free, just believe we can come alive. We're so far from the ground, but I'm not looking down. Feel the warmth of the breeze rushing over me. Now we're soaring high, reach and touch the sky.
All right, guys, we're back in this. We're back in this. We are back in this. Elevate and Cloud9. 3-0 up for Elevate on the CT side. And we are going to see our first buy round from Cloud9 and our first AWP for the match.
Okay, so ShahZaM on the T side with the AWP. Still difficult though. Shroud is on the silo area. Sean is holding an angle from lobby on the platform. Going up, as you can see on your screens there. Going outside to admire the scenery, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get loads of edges outside potentially, but desi steps out, takes down 3 players, and looks for the 4th. He can't connect with Shroud. Not a fatal connection, at least. 24 health left on him. So good job to desi. Wow. And now we have an interesting situation, because it's 50 seconds left on this one. And Hiko's in the vents. There's good positions here for the CTs, but they don't know exactly where Sean, Gares, and Shroud currently are. Sean Gares is going to creep his way in through the door, and he might be able to get a sneaky frag on one of these players who is lurking around this area. They're both in from main now, and Hiko could blow this up if he just peeks up the ladder at the right time, but he might assume that it's kind of covered at the moment. And in fact, they have found the blind spot of Elevate, and they are going to get the bomb planted. In the bomb goes. And roca is going to experience quite some hurt. 31 health down for him as the spray comes in. But that's an excellent timing for a peek. And he picks up both of the kills and the defuse as well to boot. So that's a nice little play from roca. But desi, I want to high-five him right now. That was amazing.
So I'm not even sure if ShahZaM got a shot off with his AWP. Expensive toys down the drain, Dan.
But he got to watch. He got to watch in that round.
I guess so. Well, I'm wondering, you know, I don't know. I don't think I've spoken to ShahZaM specifically since the AWP adjustment came in, actually. He isn't on an AK, but he couldn't afford an AWP in that round after losing the previous one. So at least we've got the force buy here after planting the bomb. And desi going to get caught out pushing the secret a bit early. Rush, I think it was him who disconnected in the former rounds, and he finds himself AFK in spawn. They're not going to mention it at the moment, which makes sense because it's like they are happy to play on, and if they were to mention it and play on, obviously Cloud9 are aware that they have a distinct advantage. So for the time being, they will be unawares as one of the CT players is in spawn and has not bought, although get the feeling he may time out soon, which means that Cloud9 will have a 2-man advantage.
This is really awkward though, because the positioning here from Elevate is not. I mean, they're spread very thin, of course, being down 2 players essentially. Oh, but Storm, goes down very fast to SEMPHIS, and Shroud is going to take Hiko down. So now it's all on roca. Oh, this is very troubling for Elevate. roca's going to find himself. Oh dear. Oh dear. So
In before pause. Oh,
yeah,
I wasn't fast enough.
there is the pause indeed from Hiko. So might have a bit of a delay again as they try to figure out what's going on with Rush. And it did seem like his internet was having issues indeed. So that's quite unfortunate because, you know, who's to tell? I mean, Rush was not present in that round whatsoever. To be honest, it's kind of a shame because that then became essentially fairly free for Cloud9 because I mean, that created a situation where with Cloud9, with Elevate, that all their positioning was affected because of how they had to cover, bearing in mind they were kind of down a man, so had to take extra risks, and then they got into a
Before you press that, you need to announce the winner.
The winner of the giveaway is Graffle Gaming.
Look how happy Gares gets when he gets to talk on the stream. He gets this like kind of weird. It's like he's found out there's pie for dinner
It's
or
like
something.
he's
He's like,
happy.
oh yes, it's pie time.
It's like he's happy to be alive,
Right.
James.
Press the button. You get the best of the three if they are pinky or purpley or better. If they're blues, we're not going to bother. It's a waste of time. So could have got something half crap, half nice, but wasn't to be. Are we into the game? Oh, well, there we go. Rush back on the scene. Cloud9 with their first round on the board. 2 more cases to open. For what's his face? I don't even know what name he said. Never mind. SEMPHIS going for the wall bangs.
Alright, so a lot of edges I think really can be found outside for Cloud9. Again, you know, Elevate, they have Hiko, and it's kind of to replace, you know, XP3 and the ability for him to, you know, play outside with an AWP or anything like that. So that's going to allow. I mean, ShahZaM doesn't have an AWP now, but when it does come their way, I think these outside engagements are going to be quite favourable, very favourable in trades at the very least. Already nothing, almost getting the kill there onto Desi, down to 41 points of health as Cloud9 work their way into more and more map control outside. However, Rush is still wanting to challenge, and SEMPHIS is wrapping around the side, going to eliminate Desi. So 2 players down now for Cloud9. Roca's going to make that an extra one. And it's looking good now for Elevate. Bomb is down outside. Wow, what a spray there from nothing. Does pick up Storm. But and that's going to allow them to take the bomb away, which is kind of key. Need the bomb in this game, James.
Certainly helps. 20 seconds left on the clock, though. The issue is being forced here for Cloud9. You can see nothing in the vents at the moment. But he's not a bomb carrier. It is SEMPHIS. I'm not sure if SEMPHIS was heading towards Hell to come into the A side, but with 9 seconds left, I don't think we're going to get a plant from him.
Now, the interesting thing here is if they can survive a rocket and rush, and they will. Oh, he died after time as well. That's going to be... Okay, this is even more brutal because this kind of works out in Elevate's favor, because not only did they lose a round previously and still have enough money to buy, and they have decent money now, they are going to get stand-in, by the way. So they're going to be playing with 2 stand-ins. That's going to be kind of horrible for them. But either way, to make the point, they lost a round at a point where Cloud9 would have reached their max money bonus, more or less. And now they've just reset them. They've just been reset. So now they've money screwed them, and they should build economy because they should get pretty free rounds. Now that's pretty awesome, actually, for Elevates, despite playing with 4 players.
Oh, I just
One of those
remembered.
rounds.
We need to give away that Orion today that we opened the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay, this is the last one, right?
It is.
Come on! 1 good skin from these damn case openings, please. This is
Okay.
ridiculous. I'm outraged. Can you feel the outrage?
I think while we wait for a stand-in to arrive, maybe we can do another one.
Another
We've
wheel?
got a bunch of breakout keys, actually, so let's just do one of those. But raffle first. Raffle first, raffle first. Come on, Reese. You've got to find a winner before you open the case. Otherwise, there's no fun. So we could pick 2 winners and give away the Orion as well, I think.
Okay.
Or do we do that after this game? Okay, we do the Orion after this game, and for now, we'll do a raffle for a breakout. A trio of breakout cases. See you after the break.
Don't you dare run. All of our words were left undone. Don't run for your life, don't you dare run. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever. Brighter than all the diamonds in the sky.
Alright guys, welcome back to FACEIT TV. We are trying to resume Elevate and Cloud9. It's the second match of tonight here for the European... No, the North American. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, please forgive me. I'm here with James. How's it going, James?
Let's open cases quick. Oh, yeah, no, we've got time. No, maybe we don't. I don't know.
Alright, so looks like we are about to go live into this one.
He hasn't told us who's won, though. Reese is just deranking at every facet of life.
The winner of the raffle is Dex Make You Down.
Okay, what he said.
Dex make you down.
We can get one in, surely. We can get one in.
Come on, knife. Knife.
Okay, 2 more to come.
This is actually unreal. We've opened like 50 cases on stream and nothing.
I know, not a single,
Like,
nothing at all.
Like yeah, actually like nothing.
Anyway,
All right.
Cloud9 on the force buy here. 2 pistols, nothing, and SEMPHIS P250s apiece. Molotovs coming in just to stop a potential rush towards the A site there. You can see the molly down outside Squeaky. Some people like to get a smoke down there earlier on in certain positions as opposed to a Molotov. But Molotov it will be for Team Elevate. So, still early days here in Nuke. This is just a typical round. Lots of waiting around, standing around, admiring smoke grenades. And again, you can see Valve did a teaser on some train. Ooh, actually, never mind that. Ramp is being contested here, but so many frags for Elevate. Nothing and ShahZaM. Last 2 players remaining. They do have the bomb. However, you can see there is a sneaky CT on the site already. He's not going to get any frags though, Storm. He will get the information though for his team. Desi going to fall as well. ShahZaM now in a 2 versus 1. Roca just backing off here, and Hiko will hold the control position, which will make it hard to impossible to get the bomb down, at least on the B-bomb site. ShahZaM though could rotate up, but he has in fact gone down. And now he's seen a roca. He's not in a position to rotate up to the other side. Say 8 seconds remaining, and we're not going to see a plant here from ShahZaM. He has fallen. So I was saying, Valve have released a teaser as to the new design of Nuke. No idea if it's complete, but they have definitely started working on it. So, and I think it was about time because Nuke does look aesthetically very out of date.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. I mean,
Well, it does.
I don't care how games look, James. I play Quick Life with all the textures off. Okay. So anyway, we have ourselves the pistols here for Cloud9. Again, their economy got completely screwed over after winning one, and their bonus getting reset, and having already bought up fully, so they got no money to play with. And Elevate are looking really solid in building their own economy in situations like this. Last round, of course, they went down to 2 players, so that was fairly costly. They're going to be looking at a clean round here to continue the growth of their economy and move past the setback, which was the previous round in that sense. And of course, Cloud9, they want to compound the problems for Elevate. They want to try to get some frags here. It's going to be very difficult without any grenades and no armor to actually get a bomb down, but some frags, like 2 or 3, would certainly be very good, as that's going to cause Elevate a lot of issues and bring them much closer to the eco. And here we go, we get the sprays coming in, and Rona's going to be able to get a couple of them, sorry. As we will have the last players cleaned up. And indeed, it was a very clean round for Elevate, so that's great for them. Especially on a map like this. I mean, for example, when people talk about... Because usually it used to be the case that you'd have the question asked, oh, you know, okay, what do they want to do on this like pistol? And there's some pistols, you know, what do they want to do? And most people say, oh, you know, they want to get like 2 frags, because then, you know, the other teams have to do like 2 drops and so on. But from like a money standpoint, that's going to actually incur, especially with all the nades and everything, it's going to incur like costs around 5k, and you get like around 15, 16k for winning like across the entire team. So you can see how that's not going to net them very much. They have to, you know, if they lose 10k in value. So, oh, okay, maybe we can give that away.
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
That's actually like the best skin we've got out of these cases.
And it still sucks.
That's alright. I would use that. I did use that for a while actually.
This is just all kinds of fail, Dan. This is all kinds of fail.
Don't understand.
Okay, screw this. Let's do another one.
This is really making me lose faith in case openings.
Good.
I mean, I haven't opened that many cases, but it is much better than this on average. Maybe I'm just unlucky, dude.
No, let's do more. I'm not having this. I just can't accept that every case that has been sent in by viewers is full of crap. I'm a non-believer.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous.
More. Okay, now this, if we get something good, this is, we'll have to do a new raffle because we're not going to open 12 cases for one person. So you're out, mate. You haven't won anything. Apart from the P2000 Ivory stat track that we got earlier.
Oh my god, this
More blues. Can we do a trade up of these blues? How many blues do we have? Yeah, absolutely we can. Let's get rid of all this crap, please. I'm upset, Dan. I'm very upset. My arms are crossed.
It kind of sucks, to be honest, but whatever. Whatever. If you scribble again, you can also press submit contract again, and it will complete faster. Pro tip.
I'm aware of this. If you click inventory, it does it even faster. If you just click inventory,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh cool.
Pro tip. My tips are
higher level.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's go through the keys. I want to see how many keys we have. Let's do Phoenix case. We don't have any Phoenix boxes. Well, that's a bit of a fail, isn't it? How does that happen? No. Okay, let's do a Vanguard. I really hate the Vanguard. You know what? While we wait for a stand-in, I wouldn't mind just doing all the Vanguard cases. I never want to open it. Or I never want to see a Vanguard case ever again. Even the Griffins kind of suck.
Yeah, I don't like the Griffin at all. I've never even remotely liked it. It's kind of...
No. It's trying too hard, Dan.
Yeah.
That sucks as well.
That is not good. This is ridiculous.
If you're just joining us, we are just waiting for a stand-in for Elevate. As they are having some internet difficulties with one of their players.
I don't think we should ever open cases.
This is,
again after today.
honestly, we may have to see therapists once we have no cases left, because this is depressing.
Well, I'm fine. I don't really open cases anyway, so this is only further validating my choices, affirming the strengths of
I've opened awesome stuff in cases, but I've opened a lot of cases. But then we're opening a lot of cases now. I've got 2 M9 bayonet fades from cases, both factory new.
Factory new ones?
Yeah.
Jesus. You lucky son of a gun.
I've opened a lot of knives actually. This is I have no words. I just don't have any words, man.
It's gonna be difficult for Elevate with a couple of subs in this one, I gotta say. The thing is though is that they are actually handily dispatching Cloud9 at the moment, and Elevate played so well against Liquids on Nuke as well. You would take them down and also win the best of 3. So Elevate really on the up. It'd be really cool to see them top 2 actually. That'd be really cool to see some new blood at these events.
Yeah,
that'd
absolutely
be amazing. I'd love to see that.
I think it'd be a fantastic experience for all the players as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's really important for the American scene actually.
Yeah, and it would be quite the wild card because nobody would know how to play against them.
Yeah.
In Europe.
Okay. Oh, I can. Okay. So the reason why I don't like a lot of these changes.
One more right there.
Especially with the thing with the Tech 9 for me is that it feels like their response to like trying to nerf the Tech 9 is to like mess further with gameplay instead of understanding that the gameplay from the Tech 9 was kind of broken. The fact because there's no other gun that you can run with and spray like that and not even really have to aim at all, and it's very strong. And I mean, Counter-Strike gameplay has never really been like that in any iteration of the game. Of course, you have rushes and stuff, but never has it been so effective for such a low cost as it was with the Tech 9s. So it removes a lot of the advantage from the rifles because players can too quickly close distance and be too effective. And so now you've got this added factor that, okay, now there's more tagging and stuff, okay, great, but now the SMGs are like really good, and it's not just that they're really good; it's that you still get the $800 bonus or whatever from fragging with them. So now they're really viable far into some of the gun rounds. So then you're gonna have teams building up insane bank, and to me it just feels like loads of like weird roundabout fixes instead of just saying, well, okay, the Tech 9 kind of like introduces gameplay that's not you don't see the skill from it. Whenever you watch a pro player using a Tech 9. Do you see the skill with it? If you see a pro player using like a Deagle or a 5.7 even, or a P250, you can see the skill there. You can see the guy, actually stopping, aiming, choosing the spots to fight, choosing the spots to cover, choosing the angles to use, and like there's more thought behind it. But with the Tech 9, you just literally just run for them. If you're not moving when you're shooting it, you're doing it wrong. And there's way less. That's way more forgiving. It's way more random. And that's just bad for bad for gameplay. It's better for new players and the low levels, but it's not good for pro level gameplay. And the SMGs are exactly the same principle to make them really good. I think the SMGs are cool, and that they should be in the game. But I feel like now they're going to take too much of a presence, and they're going to impact the economy too heavily, and they're going to impact gameplay and decisions too heavily. Like the CZ when it's really good, it removed the choice to do other things because it's way too good. Do you see what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So these are some of the issues I have with personally from seeing the changes. I don't know how it's going to play out, but that's just my initial thoughts on it. So I'm not happy bunny with those. But
yeah, I would completely agree with you. It seems clear to me that the SMG buff is to try and propose an answer to the problem rather than fixing the problem itself.
Yeah.
I think if there's a problem, go to the source of the problem. Problem is a Tech 9, fix Tech 9.
Yeah, the problem's like in the gameplay. I mean, and this is the weird thing with the M4A1S. I feel like with the M4A1S, if they wanted to say, okay, this is the better rifle or whatever. Like people are using it more. They're looking at statistics and they're saying, hey, they're all using this M4A1S. They want them to use more M4A4s. Now, if they're doing that decision because they want more people to be interested in the skins, I think that's really bad for the crossover there, because then you're crossing over two territories of like highlight the gameplay versus the whole skin in the market, and like that's obviously should never really cross over. But the thing is about that is that the M4A1S has its own. It's just more dynamic. There's more uses for it, and okay, it has less bullets in the clip, which allows you to have an M4A4, which has its own strengths and own situational uses. So these are situationally different weapons. If you want to create more balance of usage, then you create maps which have way more spots, which is really good for for spraying and spraying, loads of for loads of coverage for smokes to spray through, or loads of wallbang spots where you want more bullets, basically. The strengths of the M4A4, right?
Yeah.
So really, it seems like kind of weird, because in reality, if they want people to use the M4A4 more, make it cheaper than the M4A1S, right? I mean, should that not be the logic? I don't know. I don't know. That feels like it should be the logic if you want people to use it more.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do. You raised this point the other day, actually, and it did make me wonder what is the purpose? Are they wanting more people to use the M4A4 for the sake of more people using the M4A4? Again, you see certain styles like Taz, for example, is a keen user of the M4A4 because he plays the aggressive style. He wants a lot of bullets. He wants to spray people down, etc. I want to say Freiberg uses M4A4 as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah.
So are they adjusting the price of the silencer for the right reasons, or just for the sake of having a pie chart with better slices? And is that the right reason in itself? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's a really curious one, and it usually comes down to gameplay as well. It's all about the gameplay and the kind of gameplay that you want. And if you look at the increasing cost for rifles, the CTs, I mean, right now it could be them saying, okay, you know what? It's not really about the balance of people using usage statistics. It's not about that. Maybe they think, okay, maybe it's about the fact that we think the game's too CT-sided. So then to change values of weapons to address that problem, then again, it also feels like this kind of roundabout way to create a solution here. Because there's other solutions that if the game's too CT-sided, well, I think this has been raised before. Flashbangs could be potentially too weak, or smoke's potentially too good defensively. There's other issues that where you could actually keep the skill up a lot, and you could just not mess, because the economy is like a really hard thing to mess with. You can really throw things out of whack. But then maybe they'll also be saying, hey, well, if people are using SMGs more, there's gonna be more money bonus or more money in the pool generally because there's more SMGs in usage. And then that will force people to use them more because they're gonna need more money, and so on. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure. But the thing is, right, is that with any of these changes, it feels kind of strange because instead of just being like, okay, we have the gameplay as it is now. Let's try changing the AWP, and then leave it for a month or two. It's like boom, everything at once. Just because there's a lot of changes. It's like Tech9 changed, SMG changed, tagging changed, smoke changed, skybox changes, AWP changes. Like the M4A1S being more expensive changed. That's loads of changes. I probably didn't cover a lot of them as well. And that's all at once. So that's going to create a lot of variance, surely.
Yeah, Dust 2 is the changes are so crazy. Like
that's nuts.
I think it changes a lot in the sense that there are lots more opportunities for Ts to fake on that now, because, well, firstly, the CTs they can pretty much almost smoke long doors from spawn, which kind of kills the idea of giving the Ts more options to take that area, since you can basically jump onto the boxes and then just throw smokes towards long doors. I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore.
All right, well, we're back into the round, but I do want to come back. I do want to come back to that point. I hope we get another pause, James, so we can talk about it. But we're going to have the round playing out here. Applesauce is subbing in, so Hiko and Applesauce is subs. We're going to get ShahZaM taking Applesauce down, and Desi gets to trade onto nothing. So 4-on-3 in favor of Elevate, and once again, Cloud9 is starting to build up their money bonus. I think they're 2 or 3 rounds into that now, so they're probably on around 2,400 if they lose. So it's really important for them to take control of things right now, because they will still most likely have to eco after this. I haven't seen their cash as we were out the game. Okay, yeah, indeed, they're going to need to eco after this. They've lost 3 in a row, so that's 4. So that is 2,900 they'll be on. So they're going to probably need to eco, buy some pistols. But yeah, this would be a really important one for them to start swinging things back together. But Elevate doing a really good job here, and they're going to know that Cloud9 are down by control room at the moment. We see the glass being smashed by SEMPHIS, which is going to really start raising those alarm bells, and Elevate are going to be fast on the rotate.
Now, there is also glass in Hell, And sometimes as a T, you can fake by shooting the window outside, in the door, outside of Hell, to try and force a rotation from the CTs. Could potentially make all the difference. SEMPHIS getting the frag there. And look at the health on Cloud9. SEMPHIS only 12 HP, and ShahZaM quite low as well, but Storm in a sneaky position. Has been revealed now, but only 8 seconds on the clock. 2 plays left, make that 1, and there's not enough time for him to plant the bomb here. Is he going to get cleaned up following the round? We're about to find out. He's looking all over the place, and that's going to be no money for SEMPHIS going into the next round. So he will start with $750, while his teammates hover around 3,000.
Indeed. So yeah, that's really rough for them. I mean, they're going to be able to, the thing is, they'll be able to do such a huge buy on the following round that they could get pistol. They could all get pistol armor here if they wanted to, and still be able to afford a buy in the following round. And if they get the bomb down, then they can still afford a full buy in the following round. So it's they decided to just go for the very light buy, and we're gonna have to see if they're gonna put out any damage onto Elevate with this one. So we've got desi on outside. He's gonna spot a couple players, and this is a good setup here. applesauce picks up SEMPHIS as well. So Hiko up on the secret stairs, going to be closing in around them. And so far, so good here for Elevate. They lose absolutely nobody. Cloud9 now going to be on a bite.
So 9-1. 5 rounds remaining for Cloud9 to try and give themselves some breathing space. And this is what I was talking about, Dan. Told you, man. Elevate's looking good to take the map, but again, still 1/3 of the round to be won here, and Cloud9 are on a bye, including ShahZaM on the AWP. We'll see if he can get a shot off on this occasion. See how slow he is now, scoped in. It's going to be interesting to see the style change from the AWPers, but hey, so far so good as ShahZaM. 5-1, and he will take one down, that being desi, one of the main players of Elevate, which may make things harder. Maybe been easier if one of the subs had gone down, just for general coordination purposes.
Yeah, it's actually really good that they're going to have the subs to play the CT rounds and not the start off on the T rounds, because of course it's going to be easier for them to synergize, even though they are subs. Everyone knows how to play Nuke, here's CT, and here we go. Already, Storm going to take down SEMPHIS. applesauce holds down the vent. That's really, really crucial. Only a control room now for Cloud9. There's nothing. He's going to be there, and he's going to eliminate roca. That's going to defend the bomb to go down, and that's going to make life really awkward now for Hiko and applesauce, who are remaining. We're going to see nothing on the angle too. So this is just getting worse and worse here for Cloud9. Sorry for Elevate, as Hiko has to come in and make himself a 1-on-3 out of nowhere. And that bomb is getting really far ticked at this point. There is going to be no time if they delay properly, but he sure as hell can potentially keep them on the site. But no. We'll go down to Gares, and Cloud9 will pick themselves up another round. But lots of money in the bank for Elevate, and that's going to give them, again, the chance to money screw Cloud9 if they're able to take this one.
Yeah, if they take this one, then 13-2 is very doable.
Definitely.
Very doable indeed. Or at least 12 rounds for the CTs. But we'll have to see if they can do it. If they don't, Cloud9 could get a reasonable score out of this, yes.
Yeah, it's really important that we can see for them that ShahZaM is able to use the AWP, because without the AWP, he's not really being able to really use himself in effective ways. I mean, they're holding down lobby at the moment, and he is outside with the AWP looking for a pick. Now, if Elevate is smart, they're going to realize that ShahZaM is going to be a very dangerous factor outside, and they can very easily give up outside. We can see, I think, desi there behind CT Red. It's just trying to jump peek and spot what's going on outside, and so far there's not all that much, just ShahZaM. Now, he has to make sure he doesn't fall to ShahZaM and just gets the information safely for his team, and all will be well for Elevate in the meantime. But Cloud9 are looking like they want to get a push going on ramp, and here they go.
Okay, so Storm to try and hold. He has been flashed and will retreat into the B bomb site. Sometimes you see players just leave a smoke on the ramp itself to stop things from happening, and still very patient here. Storm with a very sneaky position as Cloud9 running out of time. They've got control of ramp. They're heading into B, but still haven't got a single frag on the board. They're going to be scared of those doors, and that's the bomb down on the side. We're going to see a rotation now as they have no chance to wrap back into A. with only 12 seconds on the clock here. I think this is going to be another round to elevate. It's going to have to be a desperation plant here with only a few seconds remaining. Still Storm in the toxic area. Bomb has gone down though. 2 versus 2, make it 2 versus 1. SEMPHIS is about to die. He will fall. Lots of damage done, but it's another round in favor of elevate. 10-2 to the CT side.
And this is, again, them losing all their money bonus. And luckily for them, though, you know, getting the bomb down really helped. It does give them that extra 800, and they already had enough in the coffers, thanks to the big bonus they were getting previously, the 3,400, to get themselves another buy. So indeed, Elevator. Oh wow, that nice. Roca just bunnying on his teammates' heads for quite a long time there. That was pretty impressive.
I've never seen that.
That's awesome. All right, so it's this round, and again, the AWP is not out to play for ShahZaM, unfortunately, for Cloud9, but they're going to get themselves a really fast timing down onto Secret. applesauce and Hiko are set up around this, down in the control room and the vent, and the smoke goes in too. So let's see how much damage they're going to pull out here. Will Cloud9 go back, or will they press on? Remains to be seen as the smoke slowly dissipates. But Roca's found himself a fast push into lobby, putting himself on the silo, and he's going to pick up a kill from that as well and spot all the players backing off. That's huge info, and the frag as well is certainly going to help elevate massively in understanding how to deal with this as the push comes in through main. Hiko goes down as SEMPHIS pushes onwards, and we do get the rotation coming up. And it is looking fantastic now for Cloud9 as they make their way in onto the bomb plant on the upper site. Let's see now, applesauce and Storm looking for this retake. Oh my goodness! Sean, Gares and Shroud easily pick up the remaining 2 frags, and I cannot believe the position Cloud9 were in and how they managed to pull that one back.
Very back and forth round goes in their favor. Bit of breathing space going into the second half. 2 rounds remaining, and Elevate not in a good place. Hiko's gone for the auto shotty while the rest of his team are on pistols. This is interesting. We'd like to see where he is actually playing and how he's going to make use of this. Looks like he is going towards Squeaky, which if he is, he can go for 1-shots. From that distance though, may require 2. So see if Hiko can spin this round back in favor of the CT side. But I feel like Cloud9 would need to do something foolish.
Yeah, and they've got 3 rounds on the board now, so that's pretty good. That's about what you want, and anything else is going to be, you know, getting greater and greater, giving them greater confidence. And quick entry there into the ramp area is going to make things even easier in this round, as Elevate players are struggling to keep themselves standing at the moment. We're going to see just Roca and Hiko left now as the cleanup comes across the map, and Hiko's still lurking with that auto shotty. The Bone Machine. Even the souvenir, I'm not sure where that was from, but souvenir Bone Machine auto shotty. DreamHack 2013, semi-finalist at DreamHack 2013, badge on him as well. That's very nice, isn't it? Hiko doing some damage with that auto shotty, but he cannot compete with these ranges, and it's going to be a brutal end for him as he gets some shrapnel in the face, courtesy of SEMPHIS. So 4 rounds for Cloud9. They're definitely picking them up now, and if they can get that 5 on the board, they are going to feel very confident moving into their CT side, especially considering the fact that we have 2 standards for Elevate. That's gonna make their life hell as T's on Nuke.
Yeah, C9 with 1 round on the board for the longest time, and with 5 being a potential, we may be in for quite a long game here, especially considering all the delays. We'll have to see. Shroud tagged down to 70 HP early on. Squeaky has been blown off, so Cloud9. You can see they've sped things up here. First they went for that fast main rush, and on this occasion they've opened up Squeaky super fast, so they can opt to push it or run some distraction there if they want to. But you can see it's currently smoked off. 2 frags coming in for Cloud9 here. 10-5 looking good right now. This is a massive advantage.
It really is, and right now Roca is positioned well in the upper bomb site. He didn't get flashed from that, so he gets the first kill, but nothing is going to finish him off. Finding the angle quickly, and these angles are definitely favoring Cloud9 on this upper take, and they are going to secure it. 10-5, that's a really good finish for them on the T side, and Elevates, they are going to really be having problems here, because 2 standards, T side of Nuke. GG.
Yeah, but if they win the pistol, then they will have many chances to try and close this out. It's all going to come down to that. You can see that currently SEMPHIS is top fragging for Cloud9. On the other side, desi just 2 more rounds ahead. So, all to play for here for both teams. So all the CTs going inside. Nobody holding. She's still alive. We've got ShahZaM outside, so there's my net. So Gares going to be tapping through the smoke here in the ramp area. Well, they were prepared for an early push in A, but there was none. So Elevate, they know how important this pistol is. And they're not going to do anything crazy, not going to overextend early on.
Yeah, we have Sean Gares. He's going to be seeing some action, and he's going to quickly pick off desi. That's a great shot, and that's definitely going to help them in this defense so far, because Elevate haven't actually gained anything at the moment. They sacrificed the man.
They've got ramp.
And they've moved in, but at the moment, it is just frags coming for Cloud9. They're still controlling exactly where Elevate are allowed to move. SEMPHIS is down there, really good position to take one-on-ones with that P2000. And there it is, one-on-one after one-on-one. He has to go for the reload, but the damage was done. And we have 4 players left alive for Cloud9, 3 of which quite low, granted. But Hiko himself is now known, and Shroud will deal with him. So another round going to Cloud9, as they do take one on their CT. And now this could really spiral out of control. This could really get out of hand, because we know that, well, Cloud9, they are going to have quite a lot of experience, of course, playing CT Nuke. Their CT Nuke is, in fact, historically been pretty damn strong, in fact. So from this position, I mean, on the flip side, I could see it going really wrong if they only picked up like 2 rounds on T side, but they got 5. So this is looking really good for them now.
See the force spy coming out for Elevate. Roca quick to go down though. Just going to eat that burst fire. Oh, that is a dink from range. ShahZaM left with 29 HP. Still got control of the map though. That drop down going to prove foolish, as 2 Cloud9 players will combine to get the frag. desi running around outside with 16 HP, so he is not long for this world. Applesauce and Storm will remain. Bomb still is in control of Elevate, but it has been spotted outside now. And he's going to want to try and get a plant at least, but that looks nigh on impossible with no one there for Cloud9. Sean Gares pushing ramp area as well. Going to shoot Storm in the back. Trade coming in from Applesauce. And now it's 1 versus 4. Does have a FAMAS. But which way will he go? SEMPHIS has heard him coming and is preparing for the onslaught. We'll take him down fairly easily, and that is an important round for Cloud9. Only lost 1 player as well.
Indeed, it's not looking too shabby for them. So Elevate on the full save, and with a round like this on Nuke, it's probably one of the most disheartening rounds to play, because it's hard enough on T-side of Nuke. But now they're up against full weapons, and they have nothing. They've got 2 PT50s. That is it. That is the full investment that they've had into this round, 2 PT50s. So the best they can really hope for is some damage. I mean, getting a plant down is going to be nigh on impossible. And Cloud9, they even want to get in there, down and dirty with the MP7, and that's exactly what's going to happen, is that SEMPHIS picks up 2 frags in a row, and pulls out the pistol for the next one, but PT50 comes in for a quick trade kill, but that is it so far. desi is now on some horrible times as well. He's going to go down, and we have ourselves another round for Cloud9, and a buy incoming for Elevate, and no money for an AWP. What are they going to go for? Play-wise, that is, strategy-wise.
I'm wondering if we're going to see a large number of rushes here from Elevate, considering they've got 2 stand-ins playing for them. Time is now to find out.
This might be that's harder, because you need so much knowledge on the smokes
properly, yeah.
and flashes. Yeah, like well executed, drilled rushes and upper are amazingly good, but if you don't know them, they're terrible. Depending on the pacing, I guess. But I love upper rushes, James. I want to see some.
Right, well, they've done well to get significant map control outside. Oh, this is going to get the angle on ShahZaM as well with support. Roca surviving with 8 HP at the moment. Nothing heavily tagged as well. Roca, in fact, will fall to SEMPHIS with an assist. And desi looking to contest for control. Will take it down. 4 versus 2 now. Elevate straight back into the game. There's a player sneakily positioned on B. Nothing's got one. Can he find any more? He will fall. Smoke is still there, so there's a chance to plant here. 2 versus 1. He's waiting. He's holding the angle on SEMPHIS. Going to try and force him away, but the Molotov isn't going to be good enough. Has he got time to get the bomb down? Indeed he has. Going to leave him exposed, but Hiko will jump in for the save. Put Elevate back on winning form.
Yeah, and I mean, the problem for them is that depending on how Cloud9 buy in this round, I mean, okay, they're going to go for, they will need to drop SEMPHIS, so, and the AWP comes in from ShahZaM. They're going, okay, so they're going to use pretty much all their stores of cash. If they gone with a slightly smaller buy, didn't have to drop SEMPHIS, they could have planned it in a way that even if they lose this, they'll still be able to buy next round. But now, this becomes a must-win for them, for Cloud9. And ShahZaM's going to kick things off well with a quick kill onto desi outside. So, and this is really one of the advantages they're going to have is just ShahZaM AWPing outside. And so far we can see it's paying off. And the flash goes over for the peak, but the AK frag does not follow. I must say, a player that is, I think, the most fearful at those peaks is probably Forest, seemingly fearless, peeking against AWPers with the AK-47 on the silo on T side is always fun to watch, but they won't get the frag this time, and they are still, though, with a minute left, looking for an evening kill, just some kind of an opening to work with, but Cloud9 are not yielding anything.
50 seconds on the clock, and Cloud9 looking solid at the moment. Hardly anybody touches them. Lost all of 10 HP. And late smokes coming out maybe for Elevate. It's going to be to wall off the MAC area, as it's known by some. Warehouse to others. So
Garage?
Garage as well. Sean taking down one. He knows someone else is there. Got to find a second frag. He's not fear. He's got no fear though. He will get a straight headshot there, and ShahZaM will finish off the proceedings. So Cloud9 starting to climb back up the score ladder here. Elevate still 2 rounds ahead.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely look really good. The problem is, for Elevate, again, they are playing with 2 stand-ins. What do you do on Nuke with that? Like, it's a map where you need everyone to know the nades. For pretty much every situation, for upper rush, for the outside pushes, for the lower site, for ramp, how you take ramp as well. Not to mention the fact that there are some more finicky smokes, like if you're going for the third one outside on the outer catwalk, that's a really important one, as that's the counterplay to kind of blow up those outside pushes. So there's lots of action going on with grenades in this, and also just having routine with who does what, who does it where, like who is your lurker, all this kind of stuff can definitely be difficult to deal with. So it's going to take a lot of on-the-fly penaz from them, and they are going to go for that push into upper. Here it goes. Oh dear, the flash comes in, the fire goes in as well, and nothing actually missed that shot. But the bomber is going to get eliminated. They wanted that quick play in for that quick plant, which was a smart play, and they almost pulled it off. But nothing will stop that, as desi is now about to die. And there should be absolutely no way in hell he ever gets the bomb down from this point. And indeed, Cloud9 will take another round, a bombless round. And Elevate are now only leading by 1, and they don't even have enough to buy. So that is, I mean, what do they do here? I mean, oh, they're going to go for the buy. Okay, they're going to go for the buy. Interesting. I think a team like Envious or some team that has very well fleshed out Tech 9 strategies probably would have done a Tech 9 armor buy with some nades, because it would have allowed them to buy in the next round as well, and have a strong point of damage in this one as well. So we are going to see the full buy with a lack of grenades from Elevate. So can they do the damage? That is the question.
Yeah, lack of grenades, but who knows how useful they would have been with 2 stand-ins anyway. The drills are in the box. And it will be nothing but bedlam here for Team Elevate. So, just under a minute on the clock. And again, just lots of pausing and aiming here on the T side. I do wonder if in a new Nuke, the bomb sites are still going to be on top of each other, or how different things will be as they try to make the right adjustments to it.
Okay, Elevate outside now. They're going to be pushing on through. They've got a lot of players there. In they go. Nothing is ready and waiting on top of the hut. Spraying down one. ShahZaM comes in from the side. He is dealt with now as they put things to a 2-on-3, but this angle from SEMPHIS is devastating. And again, Gares also with a nice angle up on the rafters is going to be able to close out the round. So Elevate, they waited. They waited. They waited. They finally did a push outside to just wrap into main, and it was just too easy, too well telegraphed for Cloud9. They had two good positions to deal with it. Elevate, they need to find a new inspiration because they cannot continue to throw rounds like that at Cloud9. They will just devour them.
Okay, so all evened up. Cloud9 got lots of money in the bank as well. You can see that eco from Elevate. Those precautionary grenades here from C9. So I'm not sure if nothing was on. I think it was on hut as opposed to on the light above the squeaky door. Because you can jump onto that. Not easy though to get up there, but something you can practice at home. So 4v4 again, Elevate on the pistol. Not much to say really. Just the usual poking and prodding, just with less range effectiveness as they have pistols, as opposed to AKs. So first one to get cut down. Storm of a trade though. Ooh.
Oh my god, are you for real? Did you see that shot? James, was that just me or did Hiko just basically one-tap that guy all the way from the back here towards the back box of ramp?
All the one-taps then, all of them.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So yeah, it's pretty good still, the Tech9. And Cloud9,
They've picked up 2 AKs as well.
This is Nuke though, so Cloud9, they know what's up. They know that ramp is compromised, and they have the positions and events to deal with them. They've got a player already down, and Shroud is quick to rotate as well. In comes Elevate as the nades go down, and here comes the peak from nothing. Quickly dealt with by roca. As Shroud is now going to wait for ShahZaM, or not. Maybe he's just going to go in by himself. ShahZaM comes in now by himself with the AWP. I don't know what he expects to accomplish here. It's going to have to be pretty amazing to pull out these 3 frags that he needs. As they are playing the bomb, they're playing the positions perfectly. ShahZaM picks up the first, but he wants to go for more. He picks up the picks out the 5.7 from his holster and tries to go in. But there's the 50-50. Which place is he standing? He was wrong this time, and that's going to be the end of him.
They're not going to pick up the AWP. They'll continue with the AKs here. Got themselves a 1-round lead once again, but how long can they hold on to it for? The buy coming out for Cloud9. Let's see how much money they have following this round. So still a fair bit in the bank. Should they lose this as well, they should be able to get some kind of buy in the next round. Elevate will be on 13 though, so should Cloud9 lose this? Depends on how much money they have afterwards, but still, early days here in round 24. Nobody done for either side yet. Once again, we have the wall of smokes, but this time being thrown by Elevate as opposed to being thrown by Cloud9, which we saw in many of the previous rounds. Still got somebody on the top of Silo, just in case there are flanks to kill, etc. Desi going to get the first opening frag though, onto nothing.
There is Rocket and the vents. Desi's up on the control room. They've got a nice grip of some of these positions, but there's still 4 players for Cloud9 left. And Gares has a nice opportunity to get some kills on the flank if they don't smoke it off. SEMPHIS down on the site itself, able to take down applesauce and stop that push through the doors. And that is a huge issue. In comes the flashbang. They can't get on the bomb site. Finally, SEMPHIS will get taken out by a grenade from Hiko, but Shroud is going to come in as a response from that vent room to keep the pressure on high. Gares now comes into play with ShahZaM for Cloud9. The 2 last members standing in this defense, in this hold, but Elevate smartly now have gone back up to the upper bomb site, and Cloud9 have to go for the rotate. Here they come, ShahZaM up with that flash. Roca eliminates him quickly, and Gares is left with a very precarious situation, one that I don't know if I would ever put my bets on him achieving. As he goes up the ladder slowly now, but Roca is below. He will be the first obstacle for Gares in this one, and looks like Gares is going to be dropping down and potentially backing away here. Indeed, he is getting himself out of dodge. So excellent hold there from Elevate. I thought from the positions we saw from Cloud9 that they were goners.
Another round in the bag for Elevate, but Cloud9 still not that far behind. This is recoverable for them. We'll see if they can do it. In fact, if they... you can see they're forcing it up now with what little money they had. 2 CZs in the mix, 3 rifles. No AWP on ShahZaM. So considerably weakened, maimed Cloud9. See how long they can hold on for.
Yeah, I mean, they're going outside now, Elevate, once again. They found decent success on pushes there, and we've seen how damaging it can be once they get down secret. That's kind of how they won their previous round. Got down secret with no losses, and Cloud9 deciding to go for a bit of a challenge outside here, but Hiko able to quickly deal with ShahZaM. Nothing in an important position there, for sure. Going to be controlling any traffic through that secret area, and so far it's still in the hands of Cloud9, although nothing only has a CZ. Elevate are waiting at the moment for a potential rotation, slowing down the pace, very smart of them. And there it is, there's a reward. Shroud goes down, and Roca is going to be able to rotate back to the door and keep tabs on the vents, and he's going to spot one player and also the second as he makes himself known. And Roca going to turn the corner, take the kill, and Gares has so much to do, but the flash comes in. 2 quick frags from him, nothing, gets one trade onto Roca, and he is now alone with that CZ against Hiko. And Hiko's got the clock to contest with as well. 20 seconds left for him to get that bomb planted. Nothing is going to play this safe though. Now, nades coming in as Hiko gets himself the bomb planted. Crosshair's eyes fixed on the vent area as Nothing pops out, goes for the frag, he gets the headshot. Great play there from Nothing. He'll get the defuse. He will keep Cloud9 in this one. What a play there from Gares, and also what a timely flash from a teammate to make it all possible.
Talk about clutch. That really would have been the curtain call for Cloud9 had Nothing not clutched that there with the CZ. Possibly the last bullet in the magazine as well, I'm not sure, but they narrow this score to a 1-round lead from Elevate. Elevate will continue the pressure buy here. They've got the money. Full buy comes out with 5 AKs. Cloud9 struggling again, only Nothing survives, so 2 FAMASs for them.
Hiko up on the silo, as he tends to do, and Elevate just slowly creeping into the positions here, as we will see Nothing make his way back through down to secret as well on the lower bomb site. Hiko going for those early round damage exchanges, trying to get lucky through the wall there onto the rafter position, as we see the grenades fall onto outside. And this is going to mean that Elevate are slowly going to work their way into position now, and even that position will come with a frag. ShahZaM is down thanks to Storm. So we already saw that Nothing had rotated towards the lower site, and he is still there. You can see the grenade going in. But they're slowing their roll once again, our Elevate. They're really mixing up the pace and playing with it. And last round it did pay off in spades.
And that nade will give one of the positions away of Cloud9. Just warded Elevate off and didn't do much damage to them. So we can see the flank coming through into hell at the moment from desi. He could try and have a peek over towards ramp and see if anybody's there. Allow his teammates to emerge there should they want to. But 20 seconds remaining here, and there's still 4 people to kill. This is the kind of problem that we saw Cloud9 have on their side. Now we're seeing the same thing from Elevate. Can they find the frags that they need? I don't think they've left each other enough time to do so. And they are going to fall one by one. Not enough time to plant the bomb here. And Nothing, just going to make a run for it. Pop up, try and get some frags, but he will go down. So Elevate just leaving it too late to push the site. The Bedlam going in favour of the CTs. And now we are at 13-13.
The weird thing there is actually that I'm surprised that Nothing went for that push, considering the money of his team, because the risk there. I mean, okay, he would have taken off, like, would have killed the player after time on T's, but look at their buy here. They're really stuck for a buy. They have worse weapons overall than Elevate do, more or less. I mean, okay, Tech 9 is pretty darn good. I'd weigh up the Tech 9 against FAMAS. I think that's pretty fair.
Yep.
But and that kind of makes it so that Elevate have a better buy. So that really sucks for Cloud9. So it's a shame nothing couldn't keep that weapon alive and potentially drop for a teammate. But we're going to have a situation now where desi's really fast down secret, and there is nobody there to respond. ShahZaM's playing hyper passively in the outside area, but that's not helping Cloud9 at the moment, unless he heard the running from desi. Now that would be some key information, because desi could ruin the round here. And indeed, he's going to take down Nothing, who didn't expect desi to be there. Nothing, the player usually first to handle that secret push, is completely eliminated. SEMPHIS is going to find roca just idly meandering about the upper bomb site. But it's all going to be on Shroud here. He's in this vent area. Not going to connect the opening shots. And in goes the grenade. And his teammates need to come in for the support. Shroud picks up applesauce. And Storm goes for that bomb plant. And indeed, it will go down. But can they get in some good positions here?
Okay, so one behind Silo. Storm again in the sneaky position, looking over the door. And they will have a crossfire on the site. Hiko has not revealed his position just yet. They know where Storm is. They've got 2 flashes and nothing else. Oh, and he's going to... That was a bit of a discoordination there, because he basically flashed his teammate, who ran straight past Hiko. So that went all a bit belly up for Cloud9, and that could cost them the game.
Yeah, this is a really important one too. Cannot stress how much every map counts at this point, especially between the top 4 teams, the front runners of the pack on the standings, Elevate, Cloud9, CLG, and Team Liquid. Every team needs all of those maps. I think Liquid maybe not, but I think they might already be in there, but we'll have to see about that. But CLG, Cloud9, and Elevate certainly need to claim that top 2 spot. And here we go. Roca's already going to be opening up onto Sean Gares. They're going in for that push. And wow, we get a trade. So this is it's a recoverable weapon here for SEMPHIS. Perhaps he can do some damage, cause some carnage, and indeed he will.
Okay, so 3 versus 3. This is good for the T side, but they need to trade these CTs should they encounter them. And again, they need to not leave themselves too little time to get the bomb plant should it require that. CTs are all spread out at the moment. So this is favorable for the Ts, but again, they need those trade situations. That's a meeting. They're going to leave Storm on 50. 43 seconds left, and they're still just hanging around at the moment. The flank is coming in from ShahZaM. Elevate, unbeknownst to them, need to move soon. Otherwise, this round is going to go to Cloud9.
Oh, ShahZaM coming in from behind. Oh, they've got no idea, and he's going to take a free kill onto Storm. That's going to change things absolutely now, as his mere presence behind them is going to speed things up. It's going to cause some chaos and give Cloud9 an extra added edge, as well as him picking up a weapon to boot. But the plant will go down. But how do they get off this bomb site? We're going to see Hiko make his way back now. They want this match point badly, and ShahZaM is going to stop applesauce already. So Hiko is left with a massive task to do, and ShahZaM is going to say no. The defuse will come in, and Cloud9 will pick themselves up the tying round, 14 apiece.
Yeah, I just don't think Elevate are 3 versus 3. They're just not moving fast enough. They're allowing Cloud9 all the time to find the right flanks. And again, the brazen flank there from ShahZaM definitely went a good way to helping Cloud9 win the round there. And something Elevate can't afford now. Again, 2 rounds away for both teams, and they find themselves with 2 pistols now.
Yeah, this is a situation, a must-buy situation for them, it would seem. And he could back up on the silo. He's got himself a Tech 9, so you're going to be trying to snipe some people down with a Tech 9. And Shroud's going to smash all the glass. And actually, that does help, because there are some certain set nades which require the glass to be intact to land on the heaven area. So we're going to eliminate that possibility. Not sure if Elevate know those grenades, but we're going to have a push outside from them. And so far, so good. They've lost nobody, and they've made ground towards Secret, but can they get the kill? They get the entry onto ShahZaM. That's going to mean a clean opening onto Secret. Good news here for Elevate. Desi in a duel as well. He's going to win that one also. Wow, Cloud9 on down to 3 players in this force-up situation from Elevate.
Yeah, but it's going to come down to time again. 40 seconds left on the clock, and they're just looking for more CTs to peek and get some information. It will be Sean Gares peeking the kind of the hell window, looking out onto the site, but nothing going to fall in the hell area. Again, 30 seconds left now. They can't let the bomb get lost on its own. They're going to try and move quickly with 30 seconds on the clock. Which side are they going to choose? We've got players on the ramp area, and they've got no smoke this time to defend. Can they get the bomb down in time and get into post-plant positions? That is the question. Storm, he's faking the toxic area now, but he can retreat there should he need to. Shroud going to be in the vents as well, but this time it's applesauce with the flank. This could be massive. Storm still in the same trolley spot. He's running the distraction now, throwing the flashbangs out, but can applesauce save him in time? He is still at the back of the vents, playing shenanigans with the doors opening and closing here. It is wasting a lot of time, and that's going to be really frustrating for Cloud9. Going to get a frag as well, and this is for the game. Sean Gares got no choice but to run away. And Storm, what a player there. All those shenanigans, opening the door, closing the door, opening the door, closing the door. Shahzeb just couldn't get through the door to find the frag. And that left applesauce just to admire the rustic vents.
That is ridiculous, utterly ridiculous there. So they're going to be in a position now where they have a big advantage in this match point scenario. Just some pistols and so on here for Cloud9. But that said, if Cloud9 are able to pick this one up, obviously they bring this to overtime, and that would be MR5 and or MR10, sorry, and 16K. So
MR5,
16K. On max rounds 10. Okay, so here we go. Look at that! Look at that! The nade straight to the place ShahZaM's been playing. They know where he's going to be standing. And to be honest, he stood there so many times, it doesn't surprise me at this point. So Elevate have once again taken themselves secret, and not for any losses either. In fact, they've picked up a kill onto nothing in the process.
Okay, so things not looking good for Cloud9 here. Looks like they may lose by the narrowest of margins. Only pistols remaining, but 3 versus 3. ShahZaM's got a FAMAS, but I'm not sure if they can pick up any more rifles. In fact, it's all down to ShahZaM now versus 3 players. He's coming in from the rear, and the bomb, I think, may be going, indeed it is, going upstairs. He's not in a position to stop the plant, so he's going to have to clutch. Oh,
Oh my god.
a bit awkward in events there. And Sean with no faith in his teammate.
Yeah.
He will get shot straight in the face by Desi, and Elevate take it 16-14.
Yeah, that's a beautiful result there from Elevate. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that in our Vulcan.com pick, in our selection, that we didn't consider Elevate more heavily, because of course they were able to defeat, despite having 2 standards there. I mean, they were able to defeat, of course, Liquid there for Liquid's first defeat, and of course having a nice best of 3 victory against them as well. I mean, obviously these guys are not to be underestimated, and I feel like maybe we underestimate them a little bit. But it's hard to pick between them and Cloud9 on Nuke. You know, I mean, Cloud9 are a great Nuke team, but Elevate seem to be showing strength.
Yeah, you start T side, and if you don't win, funnily enough, they did win enough rounds eventually, but it could have been a lot worse. And who knows, without the disruption to Elevate, what might have happened there? But here's Elevate who come out on top.
Impressive, impressive. I'm impressed. So, SKDC and Luminosity will be our next match. It's going to be on Inferno, so we get to see a different map each time.
Time for the Orion raffle as well.
All right, so let's head up the Orion raffle in the break. We will set up the map. So stay with us here on FACEIT TV for more from the North American League, our North American FACEIT League. We'll see you after the break, and good luck in the raffle.